Okay, this is Gary Morgan. I'm with In the Borough, arclight.blogspot.com, and we're here with Brent Miller. Brent is a candidate for the mayor. He's currently in place one of the Scottsboro City Council. I have provided each of the mayoral candidates 7 questions. Of course, one of the questions is tell us a little bit about yourself. But there's 7 questions that were provided in advance, and Brent is the first interview. So Brent, could you tell us a little bit about yourself?
Well, I'm born and raised in Scottsboro, Alabama. I graduated in class of 1997 from Scottsboro High School. My father is Dennis Miller. My mother is Mary Miller. I'm the youngest of 7 children. Our family has a lot of history in public service, and I want to continue that public service. My father is a retired sheriff. He spent 37 years in law enforcement at Scottsboro Police Department in the sheriff's office. And I have a brother there who is a police officer, a brother who is a sheriff's deputy, a brother who is a city firefighter, as well as a sister who is on the teaches for the city school system. So I host international exchange students. That's one thing a lot of people know about me now, but they're beginning to learn more and more about. This is my 8th year. I've had 13 international exchange students so far from multiple different countries in Europe and Asia. I really want to be a part of helping Scottsboro grow for them as well, and for my nephews and my nieces and my family. There's so much more in Scottsboro that we need to take advantage of, and basically I think everything that makes me up is what allows me to go out and do that a little bit better for the Scottsboro.
Thank you. Why do you want to be mayor of Scottsboro?
There's a lot of things that we need to work on within the city. Help build up our image is one thing. Scottsboro's image has kind of, I'm not going to say it's necessarily been tarnished as much, but there's been some issues out there that we need to get in and address and correct. That's the main priority, is cleaning that up, because people outside the city see that. They see what goes on in Scottsboro from outside looking in, and we need to work on that image. There's so much untapped potential that we have in Scottsboro. I was actually meeting with the rescue squad last night, and one thing we thought about is why not a caving convention, a spelunking convention in Scottsboro. We have 2,500 and plus chartered caves in Scottsboro and Jackson County, so why can't we tap into that, something that we haven't ever thought of before? But there's so much potential that Scottsboro has that we have not touched in, gotten into. We haven't promoted it. We haven't kind of encouraged it. We haven't advertised it. So I guess that's the main reason that I want to get in. I know I have that ability to make that happen, and so getting in, promoting Scottsboro, cleaning up our image, and then we'll go to work from there on the rest of what makes Scottsboro work, which is the infrastructure, the quality of life, the recreation, the tourism, as well as the industrial recruitment.
Why should I elect you for mayor over the other 2 candidates?
I'm the only candidate that can go to work on day one, and I say that because I'm currently on the city council. I'm fulfilling my full term, which is 4 years. I was elected in 2012 by the people of Scottsboro, and I intend to fully maintain that commitment all the way through November. My office does not expire until November. I plan to keep on working for Scottsboro as a city council member all the way through November. But I have the understanding as a council member, and I also have the understanding of what the mayor's responsibility is. Most people come into this and it takes them 2 years or more to learn the job. And it's designed that way on purpose. It's supposed to be set up that way. But you have 2 separate branches of government. All right, you have the council, and then you have the administrative side, which is the mayor. And each of those have to have a balance of power and equal authority. And I want to get that authority established again. So, if I'm able to get elected day one, that's taken care of.
You kind of covered the next question, which is about how do you see the relationship between the mayor and the city council?
Right now, the relationship is, it's weak. It's not as strong as what I would hope that it would be as a council member, and I'm not speaking on behalf of the council, but I think some of them feel similar as that, but that will change obviously with any change in leadership. That relationship has to get built back up again. You have to, you know, I guess introduce all of these people all over again. Whereas with me, you don't have to do that. We have that relationship now. So while the relationship may be weak, if you watch Channel 10, if you know go to your blog and watch the videos, if you follow the newspaper, you know people read into that. They read between the lines. They can tell that it is not as strong as it has been. But day one, with me being mayor, it will be strong because I have the relationship with the council. I know the understanding of the council. I know the understanding of what the mayor's responsibility is. So on day one, I want the council to be involved with the mayor. I want, you know, if I'm elected mayor, I want to be able to go to them and say, what do you think? You know, this is my idea. What do you think? They're the ones that ultimately approve half of what we have to do as an administrator anyway. So if I can get them involved in that process, that way they feel vested, they have their little, you know, this is what I want to see. I really think that all that will be taken care of pretty quickly because we have the relationship in place and I want them involved. I want the communication to go out between the mayor and the council and the rest of the city.
If elected mayor of Scottsboro, what would be your number one goal and number one priority which you want the citizens of Scottsboro to know that you would accomplish for them?
The main thing, like I mentioned earlier, is cleaning up the image of Scottsboro. That's the main focus. We have to work on the administrative side within the city. We have to work on just the overall, you know, physical image that people see, the image that people hear of Scottsboro. We have to work on, you know, cleaning up the streets. We have to work on, you know, making it more appealing. You know, the curb appeal is important. You know, you go into other cities our size and you wonder how do they have this and we don't have it. I just think a little bit of effort can make that happen. The other thing is rebuilding the trust and the integrity within the city government, within City Hall. I think on day one that's rebuilt. That's fine. You know, that's good. Continue strengthening that, working with the council, working with everyone else that is in an elected position or a position of leadership that have the ability to help us go forward.
Well, what do you think about the first Monday Trade Day? What will you do to support the first Monday Trade Day event?
That goes back to marketing, promotions. I don't believe First Monday has been taken care of in a number of years by the city. Part of that is, you know, do you charge, do you not charge? I know the council removed that fee a number of years ago, but then other events have come in, such as the barbecue cook-off and similar events that want to be held downtown, and you want them in conjunction with First Monday. However, with the city ordinance in place, the way it is, you can't have those things on the same date. So, you know, trying to network with those people, those two groups, working with the council, you know, the council supports it. And I support it as a council member. I've always supported it. I'll continue to support it as a mayor. So marketing and promotions, I think that's the biggest holdup now. Getting it out there that yes, we still have it. I heard actually this morning on the radio, a caller came in and said, do they still have it? Yes, we still have it. So letting people know that yes, we still have it, and then building on it, whether we have to, you know, invest a little bit of time and a little bit of effort into it through whether that's the tourism committee, whether it's the mayor, whether it's the council, or whoever. But I really expect us to kind of get more involved in that because that's what we're known for. That's part of what Scottsboro's known for. And it's part of our history, it's part of our heritage, and we have to maintain that while we're continually building up the rest of the city.
Is there anything else you'd like to add?
I just would hope that people would, you know, elect me on the 23rd as their mayor. I really believe that I've done a great job on the council. I think I've served the people well. There's a lot of things that I've worked on laying the groundwork to get where we're at that we can finally take advantage of now that, you know, some of these things, now that we have this tourism authority or tourism advisory committee established, the recreation advisory committee has really started gearing back up, and you know, in the last 2 years we now have the downtown redevelopment authority that you just seen. They've got the parking lot open, 13 more parking spaces around the square. We have the new building that they've just remodeled. I was notified just yesterday that they received an additional $15,000 grant from the Bynum Foundation. So that's going to go into remodeling the current property that they own so that we can get that property live again. So I have been working on these things. You know, some things I haven't worked on necessarily out in public because you have to work on things, you have to research things, you have to find the information out. And you know, I'm not necessarily one to take credit on things. Now, if it's given to me, then you know, you have no choice but to take it. But there's so many things that we've worked on that the council is responsible for, that you know, the council may not necessarily get the recognition. And I want to continue that. I want the council to continue coming up with ideas, and the mayor supporting those ideas. So once you see this collaboration between all of these different people working together, you're really going to see Scottsboro going forward. And that's what I'm hoping to do, and I'm hoping you believe that I can do as well.
Thank you. I appreciate your time, and good luck to you in your mayor's race.
Thank you very much.